A new phrase echoes across the internet, all eyes on Rafah, a simple string of words yet heavy with meaning. It's a call to action, a plea for attention. The world, often numb to distant suffering, is being urged to look, to bear witness, to see the besieged city of Rafah not as a distant headline but as a place of human stories. In the age of social media, information travels at lightning speed. Hashtags trend, images go viral, and slogans become rallying cries. All Eyes on Rafah is more than just a hashtag. It is a testament to the power of digital platforms to amplify marginalized voices, voices that would otherwise be lost in the cacophony of global news. The slogan has resonated deeply, cutting through the noise of the internet. It has united activists, celebrities, and ordinary citizens alike, all brought together by a shared sense of urgency, a need to shine a light on a crisis unfolding thousands of miles away. But how did this simple phrase capture the world's attention? How did it manage to break through the apathy that often greets news of distant conflicts? The answer lies in the perfect storm of social media virality, the evocative nature of the phrase itself, and the deeply human desire to connect with others in times of crisis. Rafah, a city on the edge geographically and metaphorically. Located on the border of Gaza and Egypt, it has become a focal point of the Israeli-Palestinian conflict. For years, Rafah has endured blockades, incursions, and airstrikes, its people living in a constant state of uncertainty and fear. The latest escalation of violence has only exacerbated the suffering. Homes destroyed, families torn apart, and hospitals overwhelmed. The world, used to the seemingly intractable nature of the conflict, seemed ready to turn away yet again. But then came the slogan, "All Eyes on Rafah." It appeared first as a whisper on social media, then grew into a roar. People shared images, videos, and stories from Rafah, using the hashtag to ensure their message reached beyond their immediate circles. The slogan's power lies in its simplicity and directness. It is a call to action devoid of political rhetoric, focusing solely on the human cost of the conflict. It is a reminder that behind the headlines, behind the geopolitical complexities, are real people whose lives are being shattered. There's an intriguing layer to the all eyes on Rafah phenomenon. Whispers travel through the digital grapevine, suggesting the slogan's origin might not be entirely organic. Some speculate that artificial intelligence, with its uncanny ability to analyze trends and craft resonant messaging, might be at play. Could an algorithm crunching data on global sentiment and social media engagement be the mastermind behind this viral call for attention? The possibility, once the stuff of science fiction, is now within the realm of reality. AI's growing sophistication makes it capable of crafting messages that resonate deeply with human emotions. The use of AI in shaping public discourse is a double-edged sword. On the one hand, it has the potential to raise awareness about critical issues like the crisis in Rafah. On the other hand, it raises concerns about manipulation and the erosion of trust in online information. Whether All Eyes on Rafah is the product of human ingenuity or algorithmic calculation is almost beside the point. What matters is its impact. The slogan has forced the world to confront the reality of the conflict in Rafah, even if for a fleeting moment. Section 4, Echoes of Solidarity, from Je suis Charlie to All Eyes on Rafah. All Eyes on Rafah is not the first time a slogan has become a global rallying cry in response to conflict and injustice. Remember Je suis Charlie, the poignant declaration of solidarity that followed the horrific attack on the Charlie Hebdo offices in Paris? Or Bring Back Our Girls, the desperate plea for the return of the Nigerian schoolgirls kidnapped by Boko Haram. These slogans, though originating from different contexts, share a common thread. They tap into our shared humanity, our capacity for empathy and outrage. They transcend geographical boundaries and cultural differences, creating a sense of global community united in grief, anger, or a shared desire for justice. The digital age has amplified the reach and impact of such slogans. Social media platforms have become virtual megaphones, allowing messages of solidarity to reach every corner of the globe. The speed at which these slogans spread is staggering, creating a sense of immediacy and shared experience. But the effectiveness of such slogans goes beyond their ability to connect people online. They have the power to influence public opinion, shape media narratives, and even pressure governments to take action. Section 5. Shifting sands of perception. When slogans shape the narrative of war, wars are fought on two fronts, the battlefield and the battlefield of perception. Controlling the narrative, shaping how the conflict is perceived by the wider world, is as crucial as any military victory. And in this battle for hearts and minds, slogans like "All Eyes on Rafah" become powerful weapons. These slogans challenge established narratives, disrupt the propaganda machines, and offer alternative perspectives. They humanize the victims, expose the brutality of war, and force the world to confront uncomfortable truths. In the case of "All Eyes on Rafah," the slogan disrupts the often one-sided narrative surrounding the Israeli-Palestinian conflict. Take, for instance, the Vietnam War. The conflict, initially framed as a fight against communist expansion, saw a dramatic shift in public opinion as images and stories of civilian casualties began to emerge. The slogan, "Hey, hey, LBJ, how many kids did you kill today?" became synonymous with the anti-war movement, capturing the growing disillusionment and outrage. Similarly, the slogan "Not in Our Name" became a powerful rallying cry against the US invasion of Iraq in 2003. It represented a rejection of the Bush administration's justification for the war and highlighted the growing opposition to the conflict both domestically and internationally. Section 6. Beyond hashtags, can digital outcries spark real-world change? The question that lingers is whether these digital outcries, these viral expressions of solidarity, can translate into tangible change. Can a hashtag stop a bomb from falling or prevent a bullet from finding its mark? The answer, like most things in life, is complex and nuanced. There's no denying the limitations of hashtag activism. Clicking a button or sharing a post while raising awareness cannot by itself bring an end to complex geopolitical conflicts. Real change requires sustained effort, political will, and often uncomfortable compromises. However, dismissing these digital movements as mere slacktivism would be a mistake. The impact of slogans like "All Eyes on Rafah" goes beyond the digital realm. They have the power to mobilize people, influence public opinion, and pressure decision-makers. The Arab Spring, for instance, demonstrated the transformative potential of digital activism. Social media platforms played a crucial role in mobilizing protests, disseminating information, and ultimately toppling regimes. While the revolutions ultimately took on a life of their own, the initial spark was ignited online.